And of course, here comes our first crew of the day heading in toward the dock. And right now they look pretty solid. Got a pretty good pace, but wait a second. So they're coming in, but there's actually somebody backing down. You'll see as we get up here as well. And they're both going after the same dock here. Our guy jumps off the front. Now they're going to slap a fender on this one. This one's strange. So this crew, I don't know who's really got the right of way here. I mean, to be honest, both really kind of committed around the same time. So the truck came around, started backing down, and then this crew just kind of came flying right in on the dock. I mean, they're at the end of the dock, so our guy probably could get this thing launched still right this second with them in front of it, but he's kind of paused. Nope, he's going to back it on down, it looks like, or at least continue backing down. And now he's going to pull forward just a little bit. So, I'm not sure. Again, this is always a tough one here at Boynton, because what a lot of people like to argue over here too is we have courtesy docks over here. So this boat could have went to a courtesy dock, went and got their truck, came back, but nobody really does that because it always creates chaos. Kind of like we're about to see here as our guys trying to figure out what these guys are doing. But again, they're far enough back on the dock, he probably could get it launched and then just take off around them. Or he can use any one of the other 4 open docks, I guess. Now, this crew is pretty much already committed that they're going to take this one. But our guy's still sitting here staring them down. So that tells me the guy in the truck definitely believes this is his dock. He's in the right of way. But again, the crew right now, they've kept the boat so far back. I just don't understand what the big deal is. But they're going to sit here and unload the boat right here as well. I can't believe our guy at the truck is still just sitting here staring. Now our guy's going to walk past him with the cooler for one of those awkward moments. Let me know in the comments. Who do you think it is, guys? Who's actually got the right of way on this dock? Is there a protocol? Typically, it's just whoever's there first, but I really feel like this one was close. They were both pretty much there at the same time. I mean, these guys came in the channel, veered straight toward that dock as he was kind of looping his truck around. And these guys are going to all walk away from the boat, though, so he's not going to have an option now. He's either going to have to launch right here where it's at, or he's going to have to move. And here we go. It looks like, yep, he's going to get in the truck, and he's going to move this thing out of the way. But here's the worst part of something like this. When I see things like this happen, he would have just moved immediately. Instead of sitting here staring at them for a few minutes, he actually had already had this boat launched. At least I'm guessing he would have already had this boat launched. We're about to find out now as they try and back it down. So here we go. Cap's starting to back her down. Looks okay so far. So they may have a good launch again. And that's kind of what I'm looking for here. If they have a good launch, I just don't know why they just didn't move. So it appears he's going to miss on the first approach and have to reset this one up. Coming in on the second lineup. Wifey, it looks like it's going to go ahead and grab the lines. Be ready to pull this one off. And here we go, backing it down. Drops the line, picks it right back up. I think things got twisted right there at the end. It looks like the trailer backed toward the dock. They're going to have to reset it up again. That was close. I don't know if they hit the dock or not. And here we go. He's trying to just launch it off the trailer now as he comes back down with the old hard brake method. And it's always a good plan until it doesn't work. Like it didn't work right there. But now he's got to be careful because the boat's part of the way off the trailer, so he can't reset this up. All he can do is really keep coming back. And I'm notorious for doing this one as well, so I'm not faulting him. Oh, gotta be careful, because it slid back on the trailer. And there we go. He's going to slide it off again, but usually I make sure it's plenty deep enough when I hit that brake. But I'll do this a lot when we're launching also. Just back up, tap that brake pretty solid, and let it roll right off the back. And then, you know, hopefully my wifey grabs it and gets it tied up, just like his is doing right now. Now, wondering what the other guys were up to, why they came in so hot, why they just went ahead and took the dock. But once again, I'm not actually blaming them. I think they left plenty of room for the other guy. But then when I see the U-Haul coming to pull the boat out, you kind of get your sign as what's really going on here. And these guys are probably not boat ramp pros. So they landed it and just were interested in tying it up. That's it. Now, I say that, our guy backing down with the U-Haul actually appears to be doing just fine, so maybe they're just using the truck, but typically the U-Haul is the sign that we're not dealing with somebody who does this a whole lot, because they don't even have a truck to do it. And our next crew is backing her down, and our guy driving this one looks like he's struggling to get it back here. So he's going to move forward, try and line it up one more time. Got wifey way back there trying to guide him. Man, he really pulled way away. So for somebody who appears like they're going to struggle a little bit backing up, can't believe they actually went that far forward to try and line this one up. So, I mean, it looks like if she's over here, she's wanting him to go, I'm guessing originally on the outside lane, behind her even. And he's definitely not going that way. He's choosing a different path, which I actually would recommend for him at this point, because at least go ahead and land it here now, where you've got 3 lanes wide. Just use all the room you've got to work with. And we can tell wifey's running to the other side now, like, oh, my bad, hold on, let's switch this one up, and we'll go to the other direction. I don't know if that was intentional or not. Let me know in the comments on that one. Do you guys think that he actually was like, okay, I'm just going to go to this side? Or it just started going that way and he went with the flow? I'm not going to fault him either way on that. Sometimes in boating, you've got to do that. Don't fight the things you don't need to fight. In other words, if something's just wanting naturally to go one direction, and you can do that, let it go. Now, this is that same crew we were just watching a little bit ago launch. They're coming back in, and my man tries to do a side load on the trailer, and he's high-siding the boat on the bunk. Like, we're not even close to trying to put this thing on right. He literally just went right over the wheel well, onto the bunk, and we're just gonna let it roll, I guess. That's just a strange approach on this one. He just turned right in off the dock. On this one, he probably needed to back up and try and line it up a little bit. But fortunately, his wife, who was helping, guiding him down the ramp earlier, is gonna try and help him out here, as it looks like she's trying to get the bow winch up to where she can try and winch him on, but they're still gonna have to push this thing back off the trailer and get it at least lined up in the right direction to try and get it on correctly. I mean, I guess you could try manhandling it with the winch right here, but that would be a little difficult. Probably not the safest plan. A good way to break a bunk or cause some damage to the bottom of the fiberglass of the hull. And definitely not this one too, because as husband steps forward, he high sides it even more onto the bunk because he places the weight there. But there we go. He's getting off now, it looks like. And there we go. Now we're cooking. They're going to get her lined up, and they should be able to get it pulled up from here. And speaking of getting it pulled up and getting it done, we're going to go ahead and get out of here as well. Thanks for watching, crew. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Miami Boat Ramps. If you did, please check out our other content. We have Wavy Boats, who does a bunch of great things down at the inlets. My channel, Broncos Guru, do some great comedy boating videos there as well. And of course, we got Boats vs. Haulover, where man and machine take on Mother Nature down at the inlet. And if you guys haven't already, go ahead and drop an anchor on the subscribe button here.